How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Benji's Logs and Whatnots 2.0. I am Benji. Weekend has arrived. We are going to be moving some wood up from front of the driveway, basically down to there. As you guys can see, we do have a nice pile sitting right here, and that's going to last us quite some time. So what we're going to do is transfer all of that into the trailer, and we're going to push the trailer from here up to there. If anyone wants to know what it is a mixed gum. So yeah, no red gum in there. It's just all mixed gum. Whew. Tell you what, guys, that was an effort and a half for two people, me and Dad. It was a good idea to put it all in the trailer and push the trailer down 2 loads to get it from up there down to here. And this is really the end result. Look at that. That is some sexy looking firewood. That is the other stuff that we originally bought, or Mum and Dad bought. As you can tell, it's a variety of different sizes. Some of this thin shit, some of this thicker shit, and some of this punky, rotten shit. At least with this, it's not rotten in any way, shape or form. All of that is nice, fresh, dry, sugar, grey gum. There's no red gum in that whatsoever. But there is a couple of nice, heavy, dense pieces of wood. Now that we've done that for the day, guys, it's time for us to go upstairs, chuck one of these logs on to see how long it burns. Because that's the most important part about this wood, is to see how long it burns. Turn that up. Break these coals down a little bit so we can chuck this wood on. Lovely jubbly. It's now time to put this directly on. Now we wait. So that was done 10-2. So all we're going to do is just sit and wait and see how long it takes. Whether it's 20 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour. I'll go and have another look at it in a little bit. So far it's nearly been an hour, guys. And I've had to chuck a couple of extra little logs in there to try and get a bit of flame going. It has taken that long to get what you see on the side of it now. So that is a good sign, without a doubt. Oh, colour me impressed, guys. That log that we put onto the fire before lasted about two and a half hours. Certainly a lot better than chucking those other ones on, which only last about an hour and a half. So it looks like we do have an alternative to, instead of just burning red gum all night, we can chuck one of those in there and a red gum, and it'll last most of the night, or at least half the night. All up so far, it's probably cost them about close to $500 just in wood itself. That is certainly a lot less than the gas bill and electric bill to run not only the gas heater but the electric heater as well. For the half the year or over winter, it cost them about $800, if not more, just for the bloody gas heater. But this so far, it only cost them about no more than $600, and that will last us all winter. Not only that, guys, it's certainly got my itch scratched. Certainly being that little pyromaniac that I am. I do like my little fires, and having a fire inside the house, I can sit on one of those blue chairs and just enjoy it for what it's worth. But it does take the element of being outside, enjoying the fire in the open air. That's the only downfall that I find of having a gas not gas, a wood heater inside the house. You know, I've just realised something. I do miss coming out the back of a night time. It's about 6 o'clock at night. Small breeze on me back, and it's somewhat peaceful. Considering it's a Saturday night, there's usually people out here partying hard and everything else. But all you really hear is the odd car going past. Little street behind us. It also looks like we're going to have somewhat of a clear night too. Some of the stars have decided to come out and say hello. Can't really see them all that well with this camera, but it's roughly where the Southern Cross is right now. You can probably barely see it, but it's up there saying hello. But either way, clear night or not, calm night or not, there's only one spot that we're going to be sitting in, or one of two spots I should say, right in front of Nuke's Top 5 and right in front of the fire. But I think for right now, I'm going to sit back and relax and watch a little bit of Nuke's Top 5, then we'll go and sit out in front of the fire. Jeez Louise, talk about a turn for the worse. Gee, look at that. Rain, rain, rain. All of that down there is now officially wet. Hopefully the barrow load that I got up at 5 o'clock this morning is going to be dry enough for us to put through the fireplace out there. It should be pretty right, because we did grab a big log and put it on about 5:30, 5:45 this morning, because we did go down there and grab a barrow load so that we can at least try and have a somewhat dry load to put through said fireplace. Now, it's days like today is the reason why we do love having fire inside, so that we don't get cold and everything else in between and wet. And when we get dry spell like we do now, we don't want to be sitting around the fire steaming, which I know for a fact that's exactly what we would have done if we were sitting out here. I am kind of jealous though. There is someone in the great distance there that is having a fire outside. I would actually much prefer to be sitting right along that right there, but because it is, as you would say, a bit wet, wouldn't have been pleasant. And it's a good thing that we did that thing on Friday, which you guys will see in the previous video Monday. So we're very happy that we went out and did that and everything else in between, because we still do feel friggin' awesome from that day in particular. Because it is a relatively miserable day outside, we're going to be basically, as always, planting our asses right in this room. We're going to be playing a little bit of Skyrim and eating some twisties, cheese flavoured, and jumping on the computer for about an hour and everything else in between, while we're, as you would say, when we sit here, we can look outside and appreciate the fact that we're not sitting out in a miserable friggin' day. So in saying that, guys, we're not going to bore you anymore with moving firewood around and having a fire in the house and everything else. You guys have seen all of that before. So in saying that, guys, it is that part of the video where we say arrivederci for now. We have had an absolute corker of a weekend, and by the time you guys watch this video, I'll be already on my 3rd day back at work. But that is alright, because we've had 3 days off and we are feeling like $1,000,000. But in saying that, guys, I will leave it at that for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, thanks for being a part of it, and everything else in between, and we'll see you then. Until then, as always, keep it cheesy.